Hello, today we are making student website portfolios using Google Applications. The first thing that we're going to need to do is log into your Google account, open up your apps, and select Sites from the options. Once you're at the site's creation page, you'll hit Create. Now, a variety of templates are available. I prefer the blank template because any prefab templates require an extra step when creating new pages. So if you would please name your site, enter in the code, and click Create. All sites on the blank template will have a home page. We've named this one Student Website Portfolio Example. Now I want to show you the difference between a blank template and a prefabricated template. On the blank template, any new pages that are created using the New Page tab will automatically align themselves in alphabetical order on the toolbar. However, if you use a prefabricated template, you will need to use the Edit Site Layout, Navigation, and you will have to manually add those pages as needed. In order to have them appear. Using the blank template, however, you will receive the option of automatically organizing your navigation. Now, in a prefabricated template, you can turn this option on. It's just important to know the difference between the two when going in. So again, that option will be under Navigation, automatically organize my navigation. If you do that, all the new pages you add will be here. If you want to move those around outside of alphabetical order, you'll need to turn automatic navigation off and realign those as needed. Okay. Moving on, let's talk about share settings. In the blue button on the right corner, you can open up these share settings to public on the web or anyone with the link as needed. Okay. If at any time you find that you're unhappy with your site and you just want to start over, delete it, open More Actions menu, Manage Site, delete this site. You can also copy the site if you want to share it with individuals specifically, let them have a copy of it as a template. Now, so I always have students create their websites in like manner, and then I need them to share those websites with me. So what I need to do on my website as an instructor is create a form. I'm going to hit Edit Page, Insert, Drive, and Form. Now in Google Documents, I took the liberty of creating some forms that will be useful for today's presentation, one of which is the Google Site URL Registry form. So I'm going to select that. Always hit the blue button that says Save in the top right corner. That will allow your materials to appear. So I'm going to select A and student as the name for hour 1, and let's go to our website. I'll enter that URL. And in my class we have individual Chromebooks for use with students, so the students will enter in the Chromebook number they are using and submit that. Now as an instructor, I want to keep track of all these different student website portfolios. What's very nice is the registry they've just completed will automatically load into a spreadsheet, which I can filter and use accordingly. So let's head back to our Google account, open up our drive. We have that Google site URL registry form. Now I'm assuming folks are familiar with Google Forms. If not, it's a very simple process. You name, add questions as needed. So you could have multiple choice questions or various survey questions here. How are you enjoying the tutorial? You have various options to choose from. Let's do a scale. 1, hate it. 5, interesting. We can make that required or not. Let's not. And individuals can complete this form sending it in. Now, the important part, you'll see this choose response destination. Before we'll be able to actually see our responses, we need to choose that response destination. If you're going to do the same thing over several years or different courses, you may want to keep all responses in a single spreadsheet for comparison. For my purposes here, I do not, so I'm going to go ahead and uncheck that and just leave it in a new spreadsheet. Once that's completed, hit view responses, and now I have student's last name, first name, class section, and very handily we have the student website, in this case my website, automatically linked. So we can go to that student work for presentations, for assessment of papers, etc. At this point, what I'd like to do is walk you through the creation of a new page. So I'm going to select new page. I'm going to name this assignment submission form. I'm going to leave that template as a web page. There are various other options, but web page is my favorite. Top level will allow that to maintain in the left toolbar that we talked about earlier. You can make subpages, but we're going to keep that at the top level. Now with automatic navigation selected, it should show up on your left toolbar. If it's not, you're going to need to click Save, and then you're going to have to go to your Edit Site Layout. Okay. We want to edit this page, so we're going to use the Edit page. And at this point, I want to share with you a form that I created previously, the assignment submission form. Now, during my undergraduate and graduate work, I am sometimes a writer, and I submit things to various publications, and a popular process has become the submission manager. I've also found that to be very, very helpful in the classroom to accept student work, especially things that might not be necessarily multiple choice. Google Docs is a great way to compose papers. The sorting of those, however, can be difficult. So I came up with this compromise, the student assignment submission form. Students simply enter in their name, class hour. I always ask them to compose their own work in Google Docs, to take ownership of that, and then copy and paste their submissions into the text box on the submission page. So students would copy and paste their paper, let's say from here. I enjoy about this is when we head back to our assignment submission form, responses, we view these responses, we'll see the spreadsheet with student answers already provided. As you can see, that's a little bit squished. What we can do is click and we can just extend that out, giving us a better presentation. The true trick for me, however, is the filtering option available in Google Spreadsheets. I'm going to turn this filter on, and what you'll see here, I can sort by hour, and I can make this in alphabetical order and assess as needed. Now, one more thing I want to show you. If we go to Tools, there's something called a script gallery. Now, scripts are going to be additions to the spreadsheet that will help us process the various assessments that we need to do. One of my favorites is a script called Flubaroo. You can just install that. With Flubaroo installed, you're able to grade the assignment, and this works great with multiple choice. Also, however, with essay type work that I would work with in language arts. So identifying information, point scales. If you'd like, you can even skip grading questions. We select our answer key. We've just selected student A to be the answer key. You would have to, of course, take your own quiz, creating an answer key. And we can view the grades. Like I said, that works great for multiple choice. However, you can also edit student feedback. And here, you can add in the feedback that you'd like to leave for students. There we go. Once you've created those, you can also email the students with an answer key, questions and scores, and even any sort of message. A message here will not go to the individual student, however, their comments will. So these comments on this page will be individualized, the message will not. You would want to add a section on your assignment submission for the email address if that is an option you're looking to take advantage of. Alright, that about does it for our tutorial. I hope this has been helpful. I am going to post this on Google Plus and YouTube, and please feel free to email me at the link provided on my Google Plus or even YouTube. Thank you.